Hey, folks, it's Doug with News and Views by Doug. This is my podcast on where I talk about my opinions and observations of world events, political figures, and just anything going on that's in my mind. So, the one thing, yesterday I talked about Congressman Eric Swalwell, the guy who wanted to run for governor in California. And I talked about everything that he's been accused of and kind of predicted he'll be dropping out of the governor's race. He lost all of his Democratic supporters. And he did. Later in the afternoon, after my podcast, he ended up dropping out. So hopefully we're rid of him, but it'd be nice if Congress would get rid of him or he would resign because he's done a lot of bad things and he's committing fraud right now. But anyways, let's go over to the Middle East. Yesterday, two U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke destroyers, the most advanced warship in the world, two of them went through the Straits of Hormuz. The Iranian military, in their little speedboats, because they've got nothing left, we've sunk everything, they went hauling ass after those destroyers and radioing them, hey, the straits are closed, you need to leave, you're breaking the ceasefire, and if you don't leave, we're going to do something about it. Their little missile boats had every gun on those ships locked in on them. They also don't think that there was air power overhead locked onto them. Had they done anything stupid, they would have been destroyed in an instant. The U.S. Navy did shoot down an Iranian drone that came nearby, but the ships transited the straits. They went into the Red Sea. I'm sorry, not the Red Sea. They went into that Gulf that's right there, and then they turned and they went back into the Persian Gulf. They made it safely in and out without being technically attacked. So, it just makes you wonder, the Iranians, their propaganda machine, it's laughable. If it wasn't war, it'd be hilarious to listen to these idiots. So yeah, about a week and a half ago, the Iranians were able to shoot down one of our F-15s. The pilot was rescued almost immediately, but the weapon systems officer was injured and he had to evade the Iranian search parties. And they were able to rescue him 24, 30 hours later. But here's what's funny about the Iranians and their powerful military. They couldn't find him. But yet, the United States military was able to fly into Iran, land, build a landing strip out in the middle of the desert, land two C-130s and some helicopters, and eventually rescued that weapon systems officer, an Air Force colonel. And the Iranians couldn't do shit about it. We landed, we built an airstrip. And the Iranians couldn't do shit about it. That's funny. Now, yeah, we had to destroy the two C-130s because they got stuck in the dirt. Two helicopters were hit with machine gun fire and damaged, but they made it back. And we rescued the weapon systems officer, and as far as we know, nobody was killed. But the Iranians, let them talk shit. I think they even said they destroyed the C-130s. Well, why the hell would you do that? You would have gotten so much intelligence off of those planes. Nope, it was our guys, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, Special Operations. They're the ones that went in, got that man out safely, and then destroyed those planes. Here's my only worry. The War Powers Act allows the president to send the military in for an operation without permission from Congress for up to 90 days. Again, that's without permission from Congress. You had all these leftist Congress people. He didn't tell us. He didn't ask us permission. Fuck you. He doesn't need your permission. My only worry is the 90 days will be coming up fairly soon. I think by the end of April. And will Congress authorize the continued use of pressure? Here's the biggest problem. Yeah, we want them to stop going after nuclear weapons, which they won't, at least this regime. But the Iranian people want their freedom back. 40,000 of them, 40,000, were murdered in a couple of days when they started protesting the regime. 40,000 people. So the question is, if we don't change the regime, will things get better? But you know what? The Iranian people need to rise up. They need to take their country back. They need to fight for their own freedom. The king of Iran said he'll come back, he'll form a transitional government. And from everything I've read, everything I've heard about the man, he's an honorable man. He doesn't want power. He wants to come in and help his people become free and form a republic. And then he'll leave. Iran, we know you're good people, the Persians. You need to rise up and fight this regime and wipe them out. Not just get rid of them, wipe them out. Otherwise, they'll be back. Anyways, folks, I hope life is good to you. I hope things look better this week than last week. Please subscribe, hit the like button, give an opinion. What's yours?